Hey guys, welcome back to another Stitch with me. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, and today I'm working on Santa's Young Buck by Teresa Kogut. And just a second, because I think there's a mistake in my dancer sal in the antlers, and I need to take some time to figure out if there is a mistake and if there and fix it. And I knew if I tried to do it while I was filming a Stitch with me, I would probably just mess it up more. So I have been working on this for a couple days, so I thought I would just do some fill-in because there's really not a ton left on this. I did a bunch of the outlining, and then I came up and did my snowman. So there's a couple more trees, a bunch of stars, and all the fill-in. So not a ton left. So I'm just gonna work on filling in his red suit today. I did go in and added some dots for spots on the deer. I just wanted to break up that brown a little bit. So I googled to make sure that young male deer, because it's called young buck, that they had spots, and honestly I don't think they do when they're this age. But I don't care. I think I'm going to like the way it looks with the spots, so it's okay. I never really got a straight answer from Google. Alright, so I'm going to pull out this red. It's 221. I've got some of it mixed up. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was about. It's an unhappy dog. I think with the weather, her joints are probably bothering her today. And Zoe, my older dog, I think Stormy ran by her or something. That's what happened. So this is on 25 count Holt Prim Lugana. And it's probably really dark because it's raining outside. And it's overcast. So I opened up all my blinds and everything. But it's still really dark in here, so I do apologize for that. I didn't film yesterday because I had stuff to do in the morning, and then I had a migraine, so I took the opportunity while Parker was at school and just rested, so that really helped. Let me turn this upside down. Oh, I forgot about the Advent. It's right in front of me. Alright, so let me do that. Alright, so, and I did not get my Advents open yesterday either, so I pulled two from Tracy's. And today I pulled them and then was like, oh, I can see what it is, but it's still okay. And then these two are from Vicky. So, day 7 from Vicky. Oh! Buttons, a little Canadian flag button. And this looks like I don't know what that would be. It's like a poinsettia, but white. Are there white poinsettias? A pin. So those are really cute. Really, really cute. So I'm going to add that to my buttons that she has given me. Let me set this over here. Super cute. And I have some other Canadian stuff that was from Jill. So that's a lot of fun. Oh, wow. This looks like a handcrafted button. Yeah, this is handmade. It has initials on it. It's hand carved, sanded. The eyes, look at that. That's super cool. I had to figure out something to put this on. This would look really cool on a, the closure of a tote bag or something like that. Wow. I have never had anything like this. A handmade wooden button. Oh, it's so smooth. Whoever that is, they did a good job. Very cool. I love handcrafted stuff. Alright, from Tracy, I have 2 days worth. And this looks like it's a sweet treat. Yep, strawberry candies. Who doesn't love these strawberry candies? I know I do, and Parker does, and Mike does. So thank you so much, Tracy. I'm going to set these right here. I am saving all those bags. And here's bag number 2. And this is green 3345. Oh, that's such a good green. That's close to the green that I'm using on this Santa's Young Buck. It's a really good green. Thank you so much, Tracy. I so appreciate that. All right. Yay. Okay, so thank y'all for my sweet advents. They were right in front of me. I don't know how. Well, I know how much I forgot because I'm so spacey. I'm just like, here's the thing. I film first thing in the morning with y'all, and I'm not quite all the way awake. But it's the best time of day for me to film because I can go ahead and film, do my 25 minutes, and then edit the video, and then get my other stuff done. Because if I don't, I get caught up in other stuff, and to stop and film and edit, the day gets away from me. So it's best if I do it first thing in the morning, but I'm not all there because I'm still waking up. Now, I have dropped Parker off at school. I did drink 1 cup of coffee, got him ready for school. Today's school picture day, and oh my gosh, I said, now, he has issues with his clothes. He does not wear jeans. He doesn't wear anything itchy, scratchy, tight. He lives in joggers and t-shirts and sweatshirts. So, all of his clothes are athletic wear. And it's been like that for years. Like, don't even try to... The closest you can get in him is a pair of, like, the khakis that are real stretchy. They're almost like athletic pants anyway. You can almost get him in a pair of those. But as soon as he gets home, he takes them off. Like, he just hangs out in a t-shirt. He just does not like the feel of, like, a lot of clothing. So, today was makeup picture day, and I asked his teacher if he could get his school pictures done, because he hasn't had school pictures done in years. And she's like, oh yeah, that's fine, he can get his picture done. So I told him, I said, hey Parker, tomorrow's school picture day, and this was 8 o'clock last night, because I had messaged his teacher, and she had messaged me back, and he got so excited. He said he wanted to wear a dress shirt and a vest, like a suit vest. And he wanted to wear his Santa hat. Oh, and he was so serious. And I felt so bad because the child has no dress clothes. None. Because I stopped buying them because he wouldn't wear them. And I thought, oh no, he had nothing to dress up in for school picture day. Which I thought was fine because to me, I like it when the kids look like themselves. So, we only have one picture where we're dressed up, and it's hanging on our wall. And I said, you mean like that picture? Because he was wearing like an Easter suit, and he's like, yeah, I like that. But it was too late for me to even try to go to Walmart and get something dressy. So he's wearing his normal clothes today, but I think they do pictures again in the spring. So if he wants to go pick out an outfit, I'll take him shopping and he can pick out something dressy to wear. So, and let him try it on and see how it actually feels to wear. But yeah, it was really sweet. So Monday, we had our team meeting with his teachers, the school principal, and the special services director. So that went well. And he's doing really well in school. He is behind in math, which I've said 100 times. He is struggling in science because he came in the middle of a unit, and it is, with science, it's a little bit different because it's not like social studies where you're just building on what's going on in that certain time period. With science, if you didn't get anything from like the beginning of the chapter or maybe the previous chapter, you're going to be behind. So he just needs to get caught up on what the rest of the class is doing. So I'm hoping I can just get his science book sent home over the break so we can go back and just review all the definitions and stuff. But he is rocking it. His test, except for one science test, he's getting like 93s, 100s, 90s. And this is on stuff that he came in the middle of the unit. So, and then I got more good news yesterday. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, I am preparing for battle for somebody to say he's lacking because he was homeschooled. You know, first of all, I didn't homeschool him because I thought I could give him a better education. I homeschooled him for medical reasons, and he asked to be homeschooled, and I agreed to for medical reasons. Well, I've done the best I could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always worry you're not doing enough. But he took his standardized reading comprehension exam. And it's like a federal standardized exam. And he scored like 97.5 percentile of 5th graders at this point in the school year. So his score was higher than 97.5% of 5th graders, which is amazing. His teacher was like, he got a really good score. So that made me feel really good. And they were laughing, telling me stories and stuff that he's saying, and his little friend that he sits with, who also is on the spectrum, how they talk back and forth, and he's been helping Parker. And, so, yeah, there was something. Oh, Parker, he had told his teacher that, he didn't need grammar, and he didn't learn grammar at home or something. And she's like, and then he gets 100 on his grammar. So I knew that wasn't true. I was like, yes, he did grammar. It's just that I would just say language arts. I would say it's time for language arts, and we would just kind of go through each thing. I don't know that I specifically said this is grammar. So he probably thinks he didn't do it. So he's doing well. Now, he had a really bad experience yesterday. I picked him up, and when he was walking to the car, and he just looked rough. So I knew something was going on. Either he was exhausted, or I just didn't know. I knew something was wrong by looking at him. He struggled to even get in the car. And he had his headphones out, his noise-canceling headphones. And I know before he hadn't worn them at school. So I was like, oh gosh, what happened? Well, the last class he had before I picked him up was music. And I had written a letter and said, look, he may have an issue with music class because of the noise. And he has this thing about kids doing dances and stuff. He just flips out. He absolutely flips out. And he's been like that for a couple years. So I put in the note, was like, he may struggle in music class. And he has the headphones. And it's really a situation where, you know, don't know if it's going to happen until it happens. So he's like, he gets in the car and he just unloads. He is so upset, and he just starts raving and melting down because the teacher had played some Christmas Fortnite dances. And he said he was in the corner. He was going to vomit. He was shaking. It was bad. So I thought, oh no, he's not going to want to go back to school. I mean, he was so upset. It's like, I hate school. Da, 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 da. So we had to go pick up my husband. So I'm just letting him get it off his chest. And I try to talk to him and be like, it's okay if you don't like the same. Because he was talking about, kids that like Fortnite and stuff. Like, he seriously has a huge problem against Fortnite. Like, he gets angry about Fortnite. And I don't know where he got that from. He used to play Fortnite with his cousin. It's just one of those things where in his head he is convinced that Fortnite's like the worst thing ever. So, and I think there's something about the Fortnite dances that make him feel like uncomfortable, and he processes that in a way that's where he just flips out. So I try to talk to him and be like, okay, so mommy cross stitches, but not everybody likes to cross stitch. Some people think cross stitch is dumb, but I like to cross stitch, and you might think Fortnite dances are dumb, but some kids like Fortnite dances. And he's just like hollering and screaming. So I was like, okay. So I texted my husband and I was like, look, he's had a bad day. Just let him vent. Don't try to fix the problem, because that's the mistake I made, is I was trying to fix the problem instead of just letting him vent. So he starts calming down, and I said, I'll email and get it set up where if they're going to do the YouTube dances, that you can do an alternative assignment. Because even though to anyone else you would think, well, why is he so upset? That's not reasonable. But to him, it's reasonable in his mind, and he's going to have that reaction. So I emailed our special services director, and I was like, can you add this to his plan where if that activity, if dancing and YouTube music, because really I think this is not just going to be a Fortnite thing. I think it's going to be anything with dancing and music, because it's really any type of thing like that he just flips out on. I was like, that if it's in her lesson plans, that he can do, go to resources, the classrooms where kids with either special needs or learning disabilities or who are behind go do special work. I was like, either he can go to resource or go to the library and do an alternative activity, because I think it's not only best for him, but it's best for the whole classroom, because I'm sure those kids were like, what in the world, And I don't want the kids to see him having a meltdown like that. Like, I want him to have a safe place, to go. And I know his music teacher's a great teacher, so it's not on her. She probably didn't know what to do, because she's got a class full of kids. It's the end of the day. He's flipping out. I'm going to drink coffee. So she emailed me back and she said she didn't see any reason why that couldn't happen, that she would talk to the principal and they would come up with a solution, because it's going to depend on whose planning period it is. Because you can't just like ship them off to somebody and they're not able to supervise him. So I think the best thing for him to do is to go to resource and just either work on his homework or read a book. Something like that. So anyway, so once we got home and I told him that, emailed the school, he calmed down and he said, I still like school. He said, I just didn't like that one thing. I was like, okay, that's good. He said, the rest of the day was a good day. I said, okay, that's good. So, yeah. I am, I feel like sometimes when you just go through so many hard times, you just expect the worst. You expect the bad thing to happen. You just wait for the bad thing to happen. And he's doing so well overall that I'm just like holding my breath, because I'm like, could this be true that it's going well? Is something bad gonna happen? Because I'm so like, I feel like I'm so programmed to struggle that I don't know how to handle it when things are good. So, I mean, he's really happy, and that makes me happy. And I know it's not always going to be like that. I know he's going to have altercations and frustrations, and he's going to struggle. But in the big picture, he's really happy. So I'm happy for him. See how I'm doing on time. 20 minutes. So Mike and I have been working on the craft fair. It is Saturday. So I'm just finishing up some stuff for that. He's doing a lot of work for it. He's having to do a lot of paperwork and things like that. And I'm just more or less, you know, planning. So he's doing what he has to do as mayor, since that person's not in that job anymore. And then I'm just trying to do what I can do. And hopefully it'll be a success. It's different this year, but I'm trying to put together a stitching day in my town. I have a venue booked for April 9th, but I'm on the fence about that venue because of the lighting. And the good thing is I don't have to pay for it because my husband gets one rental a year, and he used to donate it to an organization to have their Christmas dinner, but they have stopped having their Christmas dinners at those locations. So he still has his free rental a year, so he's just giving it to me to have a stitching day. So if we don't cater lunch, it wouldn't cost anyone anything. It would just be, I could just get some light refreshments to have out, you know, and then everybody can either bring their lunch or go out to eat in town. So he is going to check on an alternate venue that at first he was kind of telling me they don't rent out, and I kept pushing him on it, and I'm like, can't you just rent that for me? That would be perfect. And he's like, well, we do rent it out sometimes. I'm like, I thought so. Why are you trying to play me? They don't like to rent out a lot because it's not very big, and there's stuff in there that's valuable, and they don't want anything to happen to it. So they pretty much just rent it out to very specific people to have meetings in, people that they know. You know, they're not going to rent it out for a baby shower, birthday party. Because I tell you what, like, people, they'll have these big parties and stuff, and they don't care. Like the depot, the bigger place that I had booked, they'll just, like, it's a historic building, and they will just staple, like, staple balloons to the walls and, like, just mess everything up. And one time they pulled the sink from the wall. I mean, like, you know, they just don't take care of stuff. And they don't care. They'll just let you take their deposit. Like, so he's going to check the book and see if it's open that day and put me down for it. So once that's confirmed, then I can go to my South Carolina Stitchers people and let them know. Because I had mentioned it in our group, and there a lot of people are like, yeah, I could come to that. A lot of people live like an hour away. So I really hope it works out. So, yeah. I could still have it in the other venue. I just think more people would need to bring a light. And there is electricity. It's just that there's still logistics with dealing with cords and trip hazards and making sure that people are safe and all that stuff. So the other venue is much brighter, and I don't think people would need their lights. So I hope it works out. And then I told my husband, I was like, if this works out, I was like, we could look to the future and have like a little bit bigger event, like where it's still just one stitching day, but if somebody, say they dye fabric or make project bags, or if an L&S wants to send somebody to sell patterns or whatever, they could do it. Because I was like, you know, I could do a few like door prizes, So I want to keep it as simple as possible, but still make it fun. So we'll see. All right. That is going to be all for me today. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm just going to be, I really want to sew today because I have just not been able to sew, and I have my quilt blocks. I have a piece of fabric I was in the middle of cutting Monday, and I think I had to stop to put Parker to bed or something, and it's still, my ruler is still on the piece of fabric to cut at 2.5 inches. So it's just like frozen in time. So I hope I have time to quilt today, because I know later this week it's going to be really busy. So, oh yeah, another exciting thing. Oh, I'm so excited for Parker. He's getting to do so many things. They are going on a field trip. They're taking him to the movies next week. Their last day before Christmas is Wednesday. They have a half day. The day before that, they get to go to the movies and see Clifford the Big Red Dog. So he gets to ride a school bus, which he's been dying to do. And he gets to go to the movies, and they're going to give him popcorn and a drink. So it's super exciting. I mean, my heart's just bursting. Like, because I just see how happy he is every day. He's just, oh goodness. It just makes me so happy. So, and he's so excited to go to middle school. Like, he thinks middle school is going to be like the greatest thing in the world. Like, I don't know, buddy. And he talks about middle school almost every day. So, I think he thinks when you go to middle school, it's like, you're not a baby anymore. You're not a little kid anymore. And that he's really looking forward to being a teenager. Because, all these things like online, it's like you got to be 13 and older. He just thinks that, like, once he's 13, like, the whole world's going to open up. Like, oh, yeah. Anyway. Oh, all right. I hope y'all have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.